believe I'm actually saying this, but James Dolan, you need to come in and actually save the Knicks. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of Sports to the Wire. For those of you who are actually new to the channel, I am your host, Rasheed White. All right, so as everyone can actually see with the thumbnail there, the title, James Dolan. I can't believe I'm actually saying this, but right now the Knicks are engaged in trade talks for Donovan Mitchell. And I don't know what the hell they're doing, and the amount of stuff that I'm actually hearing that Danny Ainge wants is ludicrous. And basically, they trying to treat the New York Knicks like they were a bunch of schmucks, like they were desperate. Listen, the Knicks may not be in a great situation, yes, but they are not desperate. The fan base is unreal. I mean, anytime I do a video on the Knicks, I mean, these are my best videos. The Garden is always packed. They're always going to be talking about the Knicks. Even though the Brooklyn Nets actually has two iconic superstars, the Knicks are still the number one team in the New York area in a sense, though, in terms of basketball. All right, so let's get back into this. Why I'm saying James Dolan needs to come in. And Donovan Mitchell will not help you. I mean, you're talking about, let's look at his height. This is the main reason right here. Even if he can get, first of all, you got to give up a lot of young players. You're talking about Grimes, Obi Toppin, and other young players that I like Grimes, but you're going to have to actually give him up. And then you're talking about the draft picks, and who knows what you can actually get in a lottery. What can actually happen? Because I don't know. I don't think, and this is why Danny Ainge is actually doing this, and this is why he's actually taking all these players right now. I know these picks, because if they take all these players and they take all these picks, the Knicks are not going to be good. They're not going to be good. You got the Nets, if they keep their current core intact right now, they've gotten better. Milwaukee's gotten better. Boston's gotten better. Philadelphia's gotten better. Toronto's Toronto. You're talking about the West. I mean, each of these teams in the East, they're going to have to face them 4 times a year. So don't do it. He's not worth it. And let's look at the stats over here, man, of Donovan Mitchell. And I mean, the scariest thing about Donovan Mitchell is, I would say, his size. And I mean, that's what actually really truly scares me over here, man. He's actually 6'1". I mean, that's not good right there, man. I mean, you want players that are actually like 6'6", 6'5", or better. And this way they run a lot of high screens on the perimeter. And this way they can actually be able to contest these 3-point shots, man. I mean, 6'1", they're going to go at, unless you're talking about he's like Ja Morant or something like that, man, where he's like an explosive offensive guard. And he puts a lot of pressure on your defense. But let's look at the stats of Donovan Mitchell over here, man. This is from last year, 44% from the field. And his 3-pointers, where is it over here, man? It was like 35% from 3. So he takes a lot of 3-pointers, man. He jacks up a lot of threes. And I mean, for his size, I mean, he can't get downhill and try to take it to a lot of these big guys, man. And then look at the East, man. They got a lot of 6'8", 6'9" guys. I mean, you got to face the Nets 4 times in a year, man. I mean, Ben Simmons is a 7-foot point guard. That's going to cause a matchup problem, in itself. And you look at Jalen Brunson over here. He's about 6'1", 190 pounds. And I mean, this is not a great backcourt defensively, and this is going to like tear Thibodeau's hair out because he demands defense. He demands it. I just don't know if these guys are going to be able to guard. I mean, 6'1", 6'1" guards in the backcourt. I don't know, man. You got the Milwaukee Bucks. You got Chris Middleton, Giannis. I mean, It's not like Giannis and Middleton are actually perimeter. I mean, I'm sorry, interior base players. They can be, but they play mainly on the perimeter. And who's the first to actually be up there? It's going to be Jalen Brunson as your first line of defense in terms of the perimeter. Jalen Brunson and Donovan Mitchell. I mean, it's going to cause so much help in a sense, though, that 3-point shooters are going to be like having wide open practice shots and everything, man. So the Knicks does not have to actually do this, man. This is what you want right here. 6'6", 6'6", can guard 1 through 3, possibly even 4, depending on the lineup. You know, he can play some point. This is my future right here. RJ Barrett shoots about a little bit lower in terms of his percentages than Donovan Mitchell, but the 3-point percentages are just about the same. And he can guard 3 positions. I don't think Donovan Mitchell could even guard. And that's the thing. I mean, will he actually want to take it into the paint as much? Because these guys aren't going to just let them just come in and lay the ball up like that. They're going to knock them to the ground. And you know the end result. That means injuries. So I don't see what's the big hang up on Donovan Mitchell. He's not a Giannis Antetokounmpo or like Kevin Durant or LeBron James. And those 3 players I just mentioned can get my team past the first round, at least to the playoffs. Without help with the younger guys. I'm just saying, like with no all-stars, they can get my team at least past the first round. For the most part. I mean, you got to have shooters and everything. But then after that, the defenses, the coaching starts to get better, and the defenses start getting better. The players are actually better once you get past the first round of the playoffs. But this is my future right here. And thank God the Danny Ainge doesn't want him, because he doesn't want to pay him. And they're going to, I mean, if they was to give up RJ Barrett, man, I would be going down there with a picket sign right in front of James Dolan office. All right, so let me know what you guys think in the comment section. If you like the video, please like, comment, subscribe, and certainly share the video. And when you share, the universe certainly shares back with you. Peace.